Alright, this is Crota gonna give you a commentary on one of my replays actually. It is gonna be on excuse me, this game was happened on US West. It was a random team game, and I didn't even think I was gonna post this particular replay until I had so much fun in it that I just thought I just had to share it with you guys. Now here I am, I'm spawning on the I guess, well, this is a 3v3 map. I'm spawning, I guess, on the 7 o'clock position. Meanwhile, my partner is an undead player and a human player versus a night elf, human, and night elf. So it's two night elves and a human versus night elf, human, or double human and an undead. Very early on, we decided that we wanted to go ahead and we wanted to we wanted to go ahead and rush this. I'm just chatting with my partners right now saying that I'm the lowest level and I'm the wild card player right now. I think they're taking this time to go ahead and stat me, and I think when they stat me, I think my record at this time was 9-0, soon to be 10-0 after this game. I'm doing the whole entire standard barracks altar farms build. So barracks altar farms, I'm going to go ahead and grab my archmage, and on this particular map there is something that you can do here that's pretty tricky and really nice. So I'll go ahead and I'll point that out to you as soon as that happens. But it only works for human, and it only works if you spawn in a specific location, either this location or this location if you're on the other side of the map. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you probably have already tried it and you've already done it, and it was a lot of fun for you as well. So here I am, I'm getting my archmage and my footman. I'm not going to try to do a commentary on everything that happens on the map, because there is so much happening on a 3v3 map. There's more happening than a single StarCraft game, and I cannot comment on everything that's happening by every other player. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my archmage, grab my footman, and I'm going to go ahead and creep out this level 4 and level 3 camp with a water elemental and a couple footmen. It looks as though my partners aren't going to creep as well, or creep that much either. So this actually turns out to be a very good thing for me. So here I am. Here's my archmage. I'm going to go ahead and drop a water elemental and go ahead and start creeping this camp. Meanwhile, we have my partner is going to go ahead and pick up a dark ranger. Archmage is going to go ahead, and my water elemental is doing some nice tanking, taking all the damage on this particular creep camp. And they're going to go ahead and grab a Tome of Intelligence. I'm going to go ahead and now move over to the Trapper. The Trapper is going to ensnare one of my footmen. I usually do that just because it stops the animation on the Trapper from hitting my units for a little while. So therefore my water element was actually able to be salvaged. I look here and I see that this particular creep camp is not used as well. I'm like, well, you know what? If my partner isn't going to creep here, I'm going to go ahead and creep it for him. And I'm going to get level 2 on this creep camp. Now, you usually want to be careful when you creep your opponent's green or your partner's green camps, because they might get offended that you do this without asking them. But at this point in the game, this is still a pretty fun game, and I was hoping that, you know what, if they didn't care, that it looked like he went Dark Ranger, and he looked like he didn't have the ability to really creep that much. Now here I'm gonna do this tech, so I'm gathering all my peasants, every single one of them, except all my wood peasants except for one, and I'm gonna go ahead and call them to a militia, and I'm gonna take out this red camp. This red camp normally drops a very good summonable item, and because of the number of troll trappers here that take normal damage, this troll tramp or this creep camp goes down very quickly. Now, also, in addition, I also made sure that I produced additional units, and that is, I produced additional peons that I could actually lose here. So that my whole entire point was I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to keep out this whole entire side. Now, I asked my partners for help, mainly because I didn't know how fast my peasants were going to go down, and we see that he drops a demonic figure, which drops a doom guard, and that's actually the perfect item that I wanted to get. So, and my partner steals my Tome of Intelligence +2. Now, I sacrificed a lot in order to get that item, and I told my partner, I'm like, you know what, we got to rush with that figurine. That figure is basically like an 8 food or a 10 food item. That demonic figure is just that powerful, and these creep camps usually drop it. This early in the game, when the heroes are still level 1, level 2, and no one really has that many units, you just gotta creep. You gotta push. And partner is almost at level 2, and meanwhile the Mountain King is currently sitting at level 1. Both my partners didn't creep out their green camp, so a little bit of a surprise that they didn't creep out the green camps. I'm told, like, For some reason, they thought that because I was going to creep out that red camp that we weren't going to rush. And I'm telling my partners, hey, I didn't creep out that red camp, lose a couple peons to wood for nothing. That item is more than worth the 220 or 225 gold that I used in order to as a sacrifice. Here, all of my units are still fully health. I'm trying to get to level 3. I don't think I'm going to get to level 3 at this point, but I do get another Tome of Intelligence, which is going to help with my damage output and my mana, and the Dark Ranger is going to get level 2. So very nice on the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger exactly at 200 experience. Now I'm telling my partner, okay, let's go ahead and hit this and let's finish this off. So like you're gonna see how good that Doom Guard is early in the game. Now we have the enemy is gonna go ahead and try to do the standard creeping. They're doing a fairly good job. Priestess of the Moon, Mountain Kings level 2. They pretty much out leveled us right now. But right now with this much in play, they're gonna have some problems. My Archmage is almost level 3, which is very nice, and then now they're gonna quickly go after these units. And he summons this Doom Guard, and just watch how this Doom Guard just takes out so much stuff. The Doom Guard is doing chaos damage, stomps, does a huge stomp, stuns a lot of the units, right? And that Doom Guard is doing so much damage, 41 to 48, now doing Rain of Fire. Just doing so much damage. There's a bolt on him. It doesn't matter. Arcane Brilliance is on him. He's just going to go ahead and stomps those units again. Units just taking massive amount of damage. And that Doom Guard is pretty much almost single-handedly winning this game for us. And at this point, my units, my footmen are low on hit points, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw them back. So I do have some low hit point footmen, but my footmen are heading back. I'm already at tier 2. My Mountain King is already on its way out, and I believe I'm producing. I'm going to start producing Dragon Hawks as well. So those Dragon Hawks in there. Now we have a drain life, and that Doom Guard is just doing so much damage. And that Doom Guard stomps him, and the Warden goes down. So that Doom Guard was able to do so much damage. I wanted to grab the Doom Guard. If it was under control, I would go ahead and pull him over next to this Priestess of the Moon. I did see her hide, and I was going to stomp there to break her hide as well. But yeah, that Doom Guard is doing just so much damage, especially with that Brilliance Aura on him, and just great in this early part of the game, and being able to just take out one player very, very quickly. Now, at this point, as a 3v2 battle, I'm actually the other opponents are actually really good. Surprisingly good this early in the ladder. I'm not that high. I think I'm just level 7 on US East right now. So it's a very good thing that we were able to take out Daegon as early as he was. Now we just left with a human player and a Night Elf player, and the Night Elf player even Daegon does even have an expansion going up as well. So the expansion is now being reproduced, trying to take out everything. Ash Jeeves is telling us, hey, we did a good job. Summon units goes there. He does another stomp, is now taking down even more units, and we already see that WeNeedGold.com is already at, or www.needgold.com is already at Castle and producing knights. So knights coming from here, but that summon unit is still in play, is still doing a massive amount of damage. Mountain King and Paladin just trying to fight this thing off, and you're going to see that he just does so much damage that it's not even funny. If he could start crippling them right now. We do another bolt here, and the summon unit is taking a lot of damage, does another stomp, and really weakening these units. I'm going to go ahead and come in now, and I'm going to start just doing massive damage as well. I see that the Paladin's in play. I'm going to go ahead and bolt the Paladin. Paladin's going to go down. And now down goes the Paladin. The Mountain King is still trying to take down that summon unit. I think that hopefully that summon unit is going to go ahead and get dispelled or unsummoned, so he doesn't even get the experience for taking him down to 263 hit points. The Treble goes ahead and leaves, and now I have my Dragon Hawks here to try to take down these units. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay.